My name is Crystal.
And I'm Tyler.
There we go. Okay, I didn't think it changed anytime soon. Guys, welcome back to day 3 of Coliseum's Comic Club. Now, if you guys are just tuning in, what we've been doing is we've been reading a couple of select chapters from some comics that you may or may not have heard of, so you guys can read along at home. We'll even be displaying some of the photos so you guys can see what you're kind of in for as you read along. Now again, if this is your first time tuning in, be sure to head back, watch some of the previous episodes so you can get all caught up and we can all be on the same page. So, let's just jump right in. Okay guys, we're gonna dive into a new comic today. It is called Bully Wars, and it is by Scotty Young and Aaron Conley. I just want to say that I'm excited to read this one because the colors and it's just magnificent looking on the inside. We'll get to that in a second. But yeah, let's just do it. Let's just jump in and see what happens. By the way, I like this.
Right away.
Yeah.
Perfect. Beautiful.
Yeah, right away. It's
All right,
hot.
so we are in the town of Rottenville. You can see the population sign says a bunch, but not too much.
Good look at school today, son. Are you sure you have everything?
Yes, Mom.
Okay, I packed you an extra zing-a-ling to help make your day a little more special.
Thanks. You can see he's walking out the door with a bunch of books. Hey, Edith. Hey, Ernie.
Spencer, it's the first day of school. How is it possible that you already have so much stuff?
Oh, it's not just the first day of school. It's the first day of high school. I have all of the required supplies and textbooks from what you need list, plus a few extra volumes of various subjects to supplement, you know, just for fun.
Oh, yeah. Well, Edith has a backpack with a few pencils and the last 3 issues of Gwog the Barbarian in it. Yep, also for supplemental reading. And I got this here. Nothing. The whole school bag thing kind of slipped my mind. While we're on the subject of bags, what's the situation with that beast? You got a body in there or something?
Actually, it is a body. I mean, sort of. We all know that Rottenville has more bullies per capita than any other town in the world.
What, per capita?
Sorry, Ernie. We all know that Rottenville has lots of bullies.
Totally, like lots of. Continue.
I did some digging around on the best ways to avoid being bullied. And while there were many interesting, if not slightly illegal ideas, I think I found the perfect way to defend myself against kids like
Glay Glurbs. Rufus.
Huh? Alright, so you can see this bully has entered the scenario. He's chewing a big wad of gum, spits the big wad of gum at our main characters.
Oh, that is gross.
And it looks like it turns into some sort of monster. And the bully goes, I said, hey nerds. I was hoping you'd give the first day of high school off. Maybe ease into things before we get into that full bully. What do you say? That's an interesting idea. Let me think it over. You know what? I think you're out of your mind. I know. You're genetically pre-proposed to make our lives miserable. Stupid of me to think I could change that. I'm not sure what the heck you mean by all that jingly-tingly predisposed talk, but it comes down to this.
Let's wrap up yapping. I got a route to run, so get on, sit down, and shut up.
I've been picking on you since kindergarten. I'm good at it. It's like in my nature. That's exactly what nothing. I thought so.
I said sit your butts down. Scrooge.
So the bus gets to the school. Look, first day of school is like the first day of prison. Have you been to prison? Have you ever been dipped in a toilet head first while it's being flushed? Yes, many times by you. Exactly, which is why I'm surprised you don't remember not to run your mouth. because it leads to the whole toilet and flushing thing. Now, where was I?
You were talking about prison?
What about prison?
That first day of school is like prison and stuff?
Oh, yeah, prison. Whatever. Look, the point is, we're not in middle school anymore. This is high school, and that means there's even more of you geeks to rule. The first day is the most important because it lets them all know that I'm the one that does the ruling. For example, this snotbox here thinks that 9th grade is gonna be pure joy. I bet his mommy even told him that he'd finally get someone to go steady with him. What a dummy, right? He's about to learn some hard truths.
Yeah, so dumb. Didn't Mom say that to you this morning during breakfast? No. Your mom said it. We're twins. We have the same mom. So, not really an award-winning sick burn. You're a sick burn.
Let's see. Should I kick things off with a Titans Twister, or go straight for the big stuff with a Kyle Klondiker, or the Nathan Nick Knuckle Knocker? Nah, I'm just gonna... What the...
What do we have here, boys? I do believe that this little thing was going to try and bully that poor student. Yup, that's what I saw. Everyone knows that I can't allow unchecked bullying here in Rottenville High. Troy, Pug, can either of you tell me who thinks they're bigger than the rules in my school?
Are you kidding me? I'm the Rufus Roughhouse. I'm the biggest bully in this school. Who are you, Capitol Hall Monitor?
Is this kid serious? Hawk, we're in a school, right? Perfect place to educate this dope. My name is Hawk. Do yourself a favor and remember it. Because despite what your little feeble freshman brain thinks, I'm not just the biggest bully in this school. I'm the biggest bully in town. For that matter, you could say I'm the bully. Period. Yeah, this guy has won the bully wars for the last 3 years, and this year ain't gonna be no different, right, Pug?
The bully what?
Look at his face, Pug. He doesn't know what the bully wars are. Are you even seeing this? How tragic. You thought you were the new boss around here, but you didn't even get an invitation to compete in the bully wars? Pathetic.
Wait, I
have wasted enough of my time already. You may have been a Bigsy McBadbutt in your little middle school, but that's all over now. Stay in your lane, or should I say locker. That was a good one, Hawk. Stay in your locker instead of lane, you know? Pug, you catch that? Will you two shut up?
Okay, I get it. Like this is a hazing thing, right? I'll admit, you had me going for a minute, and maybe I was a little over the line, of course, but there's more bullies. I can see that. Well, that could be a good thing. It's like a safety in numbers thing. I've learned my lesson. You guys can let me out now. Guys? Hello? Anyone out there?
I did not see that coming.
Me either. Should we let him out?
Let me think about it.
No.
No.
Come on, someone get me out of here. Now we go to third period PE. Okay, this morning was just a hiccup. Still time to turn this around. Shake it off, man, and then do what you do. Rain some pain down on these kids and let them know who you are. You got this. Listen up! Rufus is a name, and eating dweebs like you is my game. And right now, I'm as hungry as... Hawk? I don't think this day is gonna turn out well for me. So, he got stuffed into a locker again. And it looks like the rest of his day was not good, so the bully was bullied. He got spitballed. He got a wedgie onto a basketball hoop.
That's classic.
Yeah.
That's from our time.
Duct tape to the lockers there, and a classic sign on his shirt that says "Kick my gross butt."
Oh, and it looks like that last one, did he get pants?
He did get pants.
Or either that or his pants just don't work anymore.
Yeah. Alright, so now he's in the bathroom, and what is happening? I don't understand any of this. It's all wrong. This isn't how it's supposed to be. How did I not know about the bully wars, and why wasn't I invited? This is unacceptable. I have to get in. Yeah, a goal. That's what I need. I'll regroup. I'll focus. I thought it was going to be easy, but that's my fault. I should have known better. It's okay. Tomorrow is a new day. No. Tomorrow is the day. If they want the Rufus, then I'll bring the Rufus. Bring the Rufus. That's a nice line. I smell a new catchphrase. Good job, you bully, you. Huh? Who's there? I'm not scared, so you can stop now. Maybe it's just those rickety pipes, because I don't see anything. And he looks under the toilet stall, and something nice and wormy looking is coming out. Looks like it's a tail. And some big old hand starts to open the stall. No, please, I've had the worst day of my life, and I'm not sure I can take any more of... What the...
Oh.
What do you want with me?
I'm going to
help you win the bully wars. So it looks like it was going to be a giant rat monster, but it's the main character in the mascot costume.
I was actually ready for some mutant rat action.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a legitimate mutant rat.
I mean, I was wondering what was going on with the stitching
Yeah.
on him. This artwork is fantastic, though,
Yeah,
by the way.
the artwork, like, even if you don't read the book, just looking at the art, it's just wow. It's just wow.
Right.
Anyway, wow.
Chapter 1.
That's the
Fantastic.
end of Chapter 1. We're off to a great start, guys. So join us for Chapter 2 on another day. But wow, that was a good one.
All right.
Okay, here it is. The stunning conclusion of Treasure Island, Part 3. Do you want to start? Or you want me to start?
Here we go. Holed up in the fort with the squire was the captain. I was waiting for the doctor to return for dinner, but I wasn't hungry. The look that Silver had given me when he had come to parley had made my blood run cold and turned my stomach. I had come up with a plan. I wouldn't say that in hiding place a moment longer.
I think these biscuits are stale. It's an outrage. And I think you'd better make do.
The captain and the squire were too busy with their latest exchange of opinions to mind me. I was determined to look for Ben Goof at the cave so I could borrow his boat. Is anyone there? Ben? I would speed across the water to the Versilla and cut the hawser, leaving the ship to drift. But I hadn't continued on to the difficulty of steering Goof's boat, or the unpredictability of a boat that size at the mercy of the waves. Creak. So, it's having some trouble in the waters. I later found out that the noise of the crash, along with my frightened scream, was heard far away, all the way on the mountaintop where Ben, drawn by a smell of the soup, and the doctor who had left to find food had run into each other.
And I leave the herbs to soak until sunset. A bath at sunset relaxes them. Oh, interesting. Jim, follow me.
So Jim gets onto the ship, making a lot of noise, having some issues while he's walking around. They were looking for those maps. Pirates! I don't know what got into me. I had a moment of rebellion. I couldn't let that wretched flag wave a minute longer.
If I was you, I'd let it go, you rotten traitor.
Hound?
I, in the flesh, the only one who stayed aboard to guard this barge. It's gone! What are you talking about, sir? My boat, I left it right here, I'm sure. Oh, stop blathering bother. You can always use the other means of transport. What do you mean? It could be dangerous. We still haven't tested it yet. Are you feeling well? What a better time to do it. Come on, don't be a coward, believe me.
The biggest risk is not taking a risk.
Climb, climb! Up there, you'll have nothing to do but wait for me. In a moment, you'll be begging me not to turn you into mouse stew. I can already hear you saying it. Help! Out of the way! Make way!
Frunk?
And he's made this contraption to help himself fly.
Little aeroplane. But Ben, are you okay?
Wonderful! But we can't say the same about him.
Quick, let's lock him up below deck before he recovers. Whew, we're safe.
We are? Now we just need to rescue the Brasilera. I get the feeling that if no one takes control, we'll end up crashing into the cliff.
You were on board the Walrus, right? You must know how to steer a ship.
Naturally, the first thing you do is deploy the upper and lower sails? Nonsense. With this wind, we need to reef the sails right away. And maybe put a scarf on too?
I instantly saw that I couldn't rely on them, on Ben Goof. Truthfully, I couldn't even allow myself time to doubt. I had to be brave. Could this be the chance I'd always dreamed of? After all, I'd been given very detailed instructions by a teacher I had admired, someone I would never have believed I could one day fear. Just like that, little mite. Keep an eye on those waves now. Look, my boy, there's a nice little place over there where you can land a fine, smooth bit of sand. Be careful now. We're close, but we're going too fast. A little starboard like that. Straight to the starboard, a little port. Now straight. And well done, Jimmy. You made your old Long Pete proud.
Great, Jim! A maneuver worthy of an expert captain. I know this cove. It's at the north of the island. It's well hidden, and now that we're practically the new owners of the Brasilera...
I'm leaving you to guard it.
Huh?
I have to run to the fort to find my friends and tell them we've taken the ship. I'll come back with them as soon as possible.
You'll find us here. Don't worry about anything.
I climbed over the fence in the pitch dark. Doctor, Squire, and Captain were already fast asleep. I was about to lie down as well and give them a surprise in the morning, but then my elbow hit something that began to swing. And a shrill and an unmistakable voice pierced the darkness. Ha! Pieces of eight! Pieces of eight! I turned to flee, but I bumped into someone. Then I fell into someone else's hands.
What's going on? I've got him! An intruder! Ah!
And finally, with a shiver, I recognized the imperious tone of the one who shouted,
Vic, fetch me the torch. So, here you are, Jim Mouskins, dropped in to pay me a visit, eh?
Let me go! You're hurting me!
Hold him tight. He escapes nimble as a rat, this little rascal. And I want him to listen very carefully to what I have to say. The truth is, I've always liked you, Jim Mouskins. I saw myself in you when I was young and handsome and... Now, your friends have surrendered. They've left us their fort and provisions in exchange for freedom.
And when they said they left, the deserter Mouskins?
He'll have to take care of himself.
I took heart from the news that my friends were safe somewhere, but knowing they considered me a traitor was a hard blow.
Now, this is up to you to choose a side. I've always wanted you to join us, and...
Well, I haven't. An uncontainable rage had built up inside me, and I suddenly let it all out on Silver. I confess that I have been the one who discovered their double cross, and revealed to it the captain, and now I have taken the Brasilla and hidden it somewhere. None of you will ever be able to find it. And of course, this didn't help make the pirates any more cooperative.
You little demon. Let's get rid of him, Silver. Yeah, serves him right. Let's show him who he's dealing with. Hold that hand, Tom Morgan. Huh? How come? You're sparing his life? Why? Don't you lot get it? This boy is a hostage.
Hostage? What's a hostage good for?
For getting the doctor when we need him, for example. Or finding the ship that'll let us bring home the treasure we're about to get. With the help of this.
The map!
You managed to swipe it, Silver? Of course, you blundering bird brains. And once this treasure is on the brig, I promise you we'll also give little Mr. Mouseskins what he deserves.
Aye, aye. Hooray for Silver!
Long live Pete! And now, rest. Tomorrow morning, we'll be rich.
15 men on the old gray chest and a kettle of tea. Pieces of 8! Pieces of 8!
Hey, Silver, do we still got far to go?
We're not seamen, we're mountain men!
What's the map say? Tall tree, spyglass shoulder. And on the map it says, bearing a point to the N of north by northeast, Skeleton Island east by southeast, and by east 10 feet. It must be that tall tree. No, it's gotta be that one. What do you know? You have a brain what's proportionate to your height. Well, yours may be big, but it's not up to much, Morgan.
Pirates, ready to come to blows at the drop of a hat. Meanwhile, I didn't know what to do. I was still bothered by what my friends had said about me, and by the fact that they had given up the map.
Deserter. He'll have to take care of himself.
Mouseskins who?
You watch yourself. You useless half a pirate owl. Here it is.
Silver had taken out his compass and, ignoring the crew's complaints, identified the tree from the map was just ahead of us. It was so big it could even be seen from the sea.
To the treasure! To the treasure!
The balloons! Pure gold coins! I had the feeling I was being watched, followed by a shadow, but I'd been careful to keep quiet about it. The problem became secondary when the shouts of those who had gone ahead reached us.
What on earth? Darn it, we've been swindled!
Shouts of disappointment and anger. There was a wide, deep hole with caved-in edges, dug some time ago, already invaded by grass.
What's going on?
Asses, someone got here before us! And pinched us 700,000 sterling!
It can't be. There must be more in there. Let's dig deeper.
Inside the handle of a broken spade and scattered here and there boards from packing crates was something still partially visible written on them. The Walrus. There's nothing here at all, nothing at all! We've been tricked! What?
Take this and defend yourself.
It's for Silver! We're all a trap! There's nothing but dirt under here! Perfect for burying those two traitors! Let's get them! Yeah, let's make them pay! Stop! Get back or... Bang! Bang! Bang!
Reinforcements are here!
Ben!
I was tailing, you see. I was just waiting for the right moment to give the signal to step in. We've been here a while, haven't we, Jim? But it appears our old Ben Goof hasn't lost the habit of taking his time. I'm glad to see you again, you old nut. I didn't think you'd done it. You're more on the ball than I thought.
Tie them tightly, individually and all together then.
If it were up to me, I'd also tie up the tongues of the disrespectful rascals.
They're all tied up now. You can't see that. With all respect, Captain, those knots don't look unescapable. They just need to subdue them until we're on the Brazilla again, young man. You mean we're leaving them here? We'll send a ship to fetch them once we've arrived in England. He's mad at me, I thought, as we moved away toward the brig. And maybe the doctor and the squire hadn't forgotten my disobedience either. They were walking solemnly, heads bowed, and they hadn't addressed a word to me.
Of course, on my wandering around the island, I'd already found the treasure.
The only one who hadn't lost the power of speech was, surprise, surprise, Ben Goof. who had found an alternative listener in Silver.
No, I found it. If it hadn't been for me, you wouldn't have realized. Well, wait a minute, Goof. If I hadn't gone looking for the herbs for the soup, we'd never have gone to the ridge. How about the two of you get to the point? Can't you get there alone, Silver? We dug up the box and brought the booty to the cave. And there it stayed, safe for months before you came here to the island. I told you I was super rich, right, Jim?
Yeah. All the pieces of the story were beginning to fall into place. Ben had told Horatio about the treasure of the evening of my disappearance, when they had bumped on into each other and compared their plant recipes, becoming friends.
And I leave to soak the herbs until sunset. Oh, interesting.
Before they both were interrupted by the sound of a canoe crashing at the sea, accompanied by the shout of yours truly.
That's when the doctor had the idea to trade the map for our freedom, which would let him, the squire, the captain escape the clutches of us pirates. Ingenious, really.
Then Ohani and Lockett, altered by Livesley, had seen the Priscilla, with me and Ben Goof aboard, sailing toward the North Bay.
Once they reached the ship, they heard from me and Goof that you'd gone up to the fort to look for them. And our dear Jimmy would have bitten the dust if it hadn't been for good old Long Pete.
That was true, but I still wondered how things would have gone down if at the tree, if my friends hadn't intervened when they did. Would Silver have fed me to the pirates to save his skin? Or would he have protected me? Was the affection he sometimes seemed to show sincere or fake? And if he was sincere and made up the story about me being a hostage to save my life, I didn't know what to think. Part of me feared Silver and didn't trust him, but another part was drawn to him and even worried about his safety. Maybe that's what guided my actions when the captain made to shut Silver in the cell with Hound. Wait, please,
What's the matter, boy?
Well... So be it. Pete Silver, you're an unspeakable scoundrel and a monstrous imposter. But I have been asked to refrain from prosecuting you. So, refrain I shall.
Oh, my heartfelt thanks, sir.
I forbid you to thank me. What I'm doing is a serious violation of my duty. And now remove yourself from my sight.
They look happy together. Jim! Hey, Jim!
What's going on, Ben?
I told the captain you steered the Brasileira like a champ, and he has agreed to...
You mean it? He meant it. And so will I, thrilled, had the honor of being behind the wheel once again. Back on the island, others were reaching the beach just in time to see our brig sail away and discover the captain's presence.
Blast them! They've left with the treasure! But they left us a consolation prize. Yum!
Once we had set sail, Lockett entrusted me with the task of organizing the gold coins and grouping them according to origin. Pieces of eight, pieces of eight. Oh, no. Not only that, my feathered friend. See, there are also doubloons, double guineas, and I felt a certain excitement sorting through this bounty from raids and adventures at sea, but never as much as I felt each time the Brasilia came in sight or set off course for new lands. Land ho! After 8 days of navigation, we directed the prow to the nearest port in Latin America. Let's go see, Bolt. Pieces of eight, pieces of eight, to replenish our supplies and recruit a new crew. Look at that. Beautiful ship going into port. It's magnificent.
So it is.
Frozen, I watched him walk away, hit by a strange, sudden sadness like a goodbye. That night, Livesley, Ohani, and Lockett invited me to come ashore with them for a few hours of rest and a special toast. How could I refuse? I took it as a sign of an end of the hostility toward me. There we met the captain of another English ship, and the hours flew flew by pleasantly.
Filtered in tepid water without salt or sugar.
So pleasantly that it was already dawn when we made our return to the ship. Ben Goof was waiting for us on deck, and we would soon discover he was alone on the whole ship? Silver and Hound had disappeared, but not without paying a visit to the treasure collecting just enough for their immediate expenses as men without means.
It's all Ben's fault. He should have watched them better. Oh, come on, Goof. If they had stayed aboard, they would have been in a danger to everyone.
I followed this new argument between Ben and Goof distractedly because, actually, deep down I felt lighter. Or maybe it would be more accurate to say empty. The fact remained that now on the Brasileir, free of any hindrance, could finally set off toward home, England. We reached Bristol just as as a rescue ship was being equipped to look for us. Instead, it would bring the mutineers back home. And so, the story ended where it had begun. Or rather, it ends here, at the Admiral Benbow.
Jim Mouskins!
I'm coming, Aunt Belinda. Naturally, each of the 5 of us received part of the treasure. I know Lockett has used his to retire the country and bid farewell to sailing. Come on, crew, throw off the bowlines, open the sails onward. Bah, bah. So his new crew is a bunch of sheep there. And Ohani is using his to indulge in an unforgettable buffet before beginning his much postponed diet.
More pudding, Mr. Squire. 2 or 3 portions, at least. And a very fine cook.
Livesley, however, doesn't care about that anymore. Now he had other things to think about. They've been helping my aunt in the kitchen, proposing vegetarian meals that are attracting new diners to the inn from all over the country.
Have you tried the baked marshweed? No, but I heard the pickled wheatgrass is a must. Jim, where are you hiding? I need you down here.
I'm coming, Auntie, I'm coming. I've never heard anything more from Silver, but I'm sure that wherever he is, he's faring well. He might have even forgotten about me already.
Here's to you, little Mike. All the best. I know you're a capable boy, just like your friend, Long Pete.
And finally, sometimes I wonder what the one who started this whole unforgettable adventure is up to. Mr. Plotty Bones, the man with his chest, the heavy step, and the prominent scar on his right cheek. And it looks like it fast forwards to someone very vaguely stomping through some snow, and it zooms out, and we have Mr. Plotty Bones on top of the mountain he wanted to climb.
Mount Blanc, right?
Yeah, look
Mount
at that.
Blanc.
The end. Nice. Treasure Island.
There you go. How fun, right?
Right.
Okay. Guys, thank you so much for listening. I hope you guys have been enjoying some of the episodes. We'll be presenting different chapters from different comics. If this is your first time checking us out, please don't be afraid to catch up on all of our updates on the Coliseum of Comics Facebook page. So please, stay tuned.
Keep reading.
Yeah, keep reading.